Hey friends, when we first bought our house, it came with beautiful original wood floors. They were in great shape considering how old they were and how little had been done to take care of them. But they still needed quite a bit of TLC before we were comfortable with our babies crawling around on them. Refinishing wood floors is a pretty big undertaking, but we were bold and brave and young and naive enough to take it on ourselves. Overall, the project went well, and we've loved our floors the last 4 years. But we've also recently noticed that several of the cracks and fissures that we patched are starting to reopen and come loose. It's a pretty disappointing realization because in our inexperience, we had spent a full week on our hands and knees tediously filling those cracks with what we thought was the right substance at the time. Looking at these cracks today, and thinking about needing to refill them again reminded me of the verse in John 4 when Jesus explains to the Samaritan woman the difference between well water and his living water. Anyone who drinks this water will soon become thirsty again, but those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life. Whether it's the emptiness in our hearts or a hurt that needs to heal in our lives, it's important to make sure we fill and dress our souls with the right substance, the right medicine. Although it might seem easier, cheaper, or okay enough to patch it with what the world has to offer, those patches won't last. When life gets overwhelming, it might be easier to swipe through funny reels to give our minds a break. But that's only a temporary fix. When we face grief and disappointment, it might be easier to turn to substances or even the people around us to relieve the pain. But that's only a temporary fix. When we get a reality check and realize that we were in the wrong and we hurt someone, it's often simpler to walk away, ignore the problem, or let the relationship go. But that doesn't fix what's broken. True bravery, humility, refreshment, healing, and forgiveness, they only come from Jesus. No matter how much we focus, take care, and invest time and effort into it, worldly fixes applied to fissures in our souls will never last. They'll break open again and again, leaving us thirsty for another round of patching. Our souls are thirsty for Jesus, for the living water that he offers, for the hope that can outlast difficulties and heal deep wounds. So, next time you realize there are cracks and fissures in your heart, remember to turn to Jesus first and ask him to come into the situation and bring lasting, healing closure.